from what I can tell about Dominaria United, it's a little bit slower. Again, I haven't played any of this draft environment, and I haven't read very much about it. The only thing I really know about this draft environment, this is through Twitter, is that Wingmantle Chaplain is a good card. So I assume that the Defender's deck is okay, but I don't see a whole lot of archetypes. And the ones I do see are kind of traditional archetypes, but I just don't see a whole lot of synergy to speak of. That was the thing about New Capenna. As New Capenna obviously had all these like family synergies that you had to look out for and draft accordingly. This does not look like it has as many. Now, there's a couple of decks. There's like a Rakdos Sacrifice deck that Rakdos maybe Splash White Sacrifice deck that doesn't look incredible to me. You're trying to get LSO Core and Garner the Bloodflame. If you're lucky, you get Rotadribic in your rare slot, maybe a couple of their sacrifice-y things, either Cult Conscripts or something. That deck does not look super reliable. I don't think synergy is the way that you want to go. There is a blue-white deck that looks kind of synergy-driven because it's got two legendary uncommons. It's a lot like the red-black deck. That one's synergy-driven because it's got two legendary uncommons. The blue-white deck is like that too. It's got Wrath Compassion and then like a 5-drop legendary uncommon guy whose name I will never remember unapologetically. But, Wrath taps creatures to draw cards, and it also pumps creatures for like 5 mana. It pumps all your guys. And then the other guy is a flyer who, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, he makes a 1/1. So he makes 1/1s for Wrath to tap and also to pump, right? So I feel like there's a blue-white sort of spell slingers kind of deck out there, especially with, stuff that makes tokens. You've got that new Raise the Alarm on a body, that card. So I think there's probably like a blue-white tokens, spells, draw cards thing. And that's probably decent. I think that's probably better synergy altogether than the red-black, maybe splash-white deck. Also, I don't think that the blue-white deck has to splash a color, but it might be splash Jeskai or something like that. Splash red. But that looks like an okay sort of synergy-driven archetype. There's also obviously blue-red spells, or blue-red spells deck in this format. Uses that new 2-mana legend that's in Izzet, and a couple of other things. So I can see some signposts for that too. But the thing about the blue-red deck and the blue-white deck is they both get to play a pretty high volume of just good, just generically decent cards. Whereas I'm not sure that the Rakdos deck really does. I think that's kind of a trade for value kind of deck, and I'm not sure how good that's going to be. Although, this format looks slow enough to me, and we'll get into the reasons for that in just a second. I hope you're enjoying this analysis, by the way. This format looks slow enough to me that you might be able to get away with a deck where you do trade blocking for value. This looks like one of those formats where blocking is favored just a little bit. This is an interesting one. This is my thesis statement on this format is that this is actually kind of a simplistic looking format to me. Less synergy than usual. There are some, right? But less purely synergy-driven decks than usual, a little more core set-ish. There's really good removal. Every color has decent common removal from what I can tell. And there's a bunch of big bombish creatures in this format, as there usually are. But there's especially a bunch of big bombish game-swinging creatures in this environment, and not a whole lot of incredible action in the early game from what I can tell. There's obviously tap lands and stuff like that, a bunch of tap duels in this environment. So it looks like the early game is going to be slightly slow. And then a lot of the game is going to be removal, land big guy. It gets removed. War of attrition at that point. Because there doesn't seem to be a lot of very good card advantage. And for once, there don't seem to be a ton of enter the battlefield value on the creatures. There's some. And I think a lot of the games look like they're probably going to come down to the value you can grind out of the pieces you put onto the board. So in that way, this reminds me of old school Magic format. I've been playing old school Cube lately, and that's all about land your big creatures, aggro decks exist, and they can disrupt the format, which we might end up doing here with a Boros aggro deck, which does look pretty good in this environment. It's got some good pieces. But for the most part, land your big pieces, play a good amount of removal, and there is a lot of it in this environment. Play old school, play Magic. Play just Magic, Wizards R&D has said before that whenever we go back to Dominaria, it's supposed to be more, literally, not a meme, magic as Garfield intended. That literally, the design has said that before. By the way, something else I know about the set that Mark Rosewater specifically himself has said is that this is designed, even though there's domain, so it's tempting to build like 4 and 5 colors all the time. I think that some drafters are going to go in wanting to do that. That this is actually a set that's been designed for 2 colors, splash a third. So I know that about this environment because it's straight from the horse's mouth. Rosewater said that. But something else I can kind of glean about this environment, just looking at all the cards, is that there's a ton of good removal and a lot of big creatures. So just play Magic. Just play Magic. Remove your opponent's creatures, stick your own, and just kind of play normally. Again, not a whole lot of like big synergy-driven stuff to do, and when you do get synergy, that's good. There doesn't seem to be a lot of card draw in this environment, so again, eke out value when you can. And when you can do something akin to drawing a card, maybe do that, especially if you can get an engine. Those seem extremely important in this environment. So I have not played a single game of this environment. Not a single one, but just, again, looking through the cards, these are all the things that I probably would have said during a limited set review to kind of set things up. This, again, looks like a very straightforward kind of linear draft environment that just doesn't have a whole lot of archetypes that are really different from what you would expect in just kind of a normal Magic the Gathering draft environment. Again, the things I'm looking for, somebody asked me what deck I was hoping to play. I'm more looking for specific things. Like I want a card drawing engine or some cards that draw cards because I feel like that's at a premium in this environment. So I want to draw cards. And I want to have like, not big dudes necessarily, but like decent guys at like 4 and 5 mana. I think that might be really important because you're going to get to that point in the game. And I think that outclassing at that point in the game is more important than outclassing at like turn 3. So there are sort of specific things I'm looking for. Also, obvious the stuff you're always in removal and stuff. But I think there are specific things that are at a premium and specifically important in this environment that we'll be looking for. Thanks for the limited. No, you're welcome. Thank you for letting me. Pack 1, pick 1 here. What do we get? I like Urborg Repossession. There's 2 duels and a Crystal Grotto, which isn't bad either. Rare is bad. Its threats undetected. Phyrexian Missionary is very good. Terra Sunder is very good. We could start building that blue-white deck. Take Up a Shield seems great for that blue-white deck, but it's not likely to wheel. Miri's Outrider is a fine card if we want to build that green-based aggro deck. It's probably going to be green-red. Vinewall is also very good. This is a good pack. Well, if I take the Missionary, I feel like I put myself in Orzhov, and I'm not super prepared to do that, although it is a really, really good Magic card. I think Terra Sunder's good. Maybe I want this. Maybe I want Tura Kinnarid. Again, that's a massive commitment, and I think it's a little early to make that commitment. Plus, there's nothing else in this pack that I really want for this deck, except for maybe Take Up the Shield. Terra Sunder doesn't necessarily put me in Golgari. That Vinewall is not going to wheel, but I do want the Vinewall. We took Terra Sunder first. So we got now. Tail Swipe is a good card. Automatic Librarian. We got Gia's Might. Rivaz. Phoenix Chick is a fine card. Slimefoot Survey. I think we might take the Tail Swipe here. Aggressive Sabotage is fine. It's not in our colors, though. If you're building the aggressive deck, it's okay. Haunting Figment in this pack. Again, good probably in that blue-red spells deck or the blue-white spells deck. Got Thrill of Possibility, also good in that deck. I think Tail Swipe is what we want. Let's take that. Temporary Lockdown. So, white apparently open. Build Abzan. Green-white splash black. We might do that. Also got Urg. Urg is a fairly strong card. But again, a lot of synergy there. There's a bunch of duels in this pack and a Crystal Grotto. Magdagoth Sentry is actually a fine card. 4 mana, 4/4 reach. People tend to forget that it has reach, I assume. 30 seconds left. I do like these duels, but I'm not sure we're in any of these colors yet. But sometimes it's fine if you have a domain spell, right? Lockdown. I mean, we take Lockdown here. Am I right? Sentry is really tempting. It's so tempting, dude. I'm trying my best not to look at chat, by the way. Because I'm sure you guys have choices. But I think you take Lockdown. It's crazy that it lasted 2 picks. White doesn't look particularly open in this pack. Broken Wings is a decent card. Got some good red cards in this pack, too. Fire Nada is a little clunky, but still a removal spell. Ooh, Amplifier. That's a fine card. It really is. Furious Bellow. It's a good, again, combat trick for those aggressive decks. Got Splatter Goblin. There's really not a whole lot in this pack that I want. I guess we'll take the Broken Wings. We're really putting ourselves in green, though. No reason to force a color option. I think I actually want Tolarian Geyser from this pack. Broken Wings is really good, though. Yeah. Take these Broken Wings. Sure, let's do it. Let's go. All right, what do we have in this pack? We got Hexcatcher as the rare. Yavimaya Sojourner. 4/6 Domain. Not bad. Barkwave Crusher, Sunbathing Root Wall is actually not a bad card. We are going to have to fill out the lower end of our curve. Phyrexian Espionage is not terrible either. It's really not. Sleeper's good. If we'd have gone Orzhov, Sleeper would have been a great pick. Really good pick. I think I might actually like Root Wall the most in this pack. Blue's open, it looks. We'll see. We'll see about blue. Yeah, let's get something for the lower end. I don't know if we'll end up playing it. Plaza of Heroes in this pack. Another Root Wallow. That's funny. Throw Possibility again. Gibbering Barricade is it's a very good card. It's kind of surprising to see it here. Blue might be open because Negate, but look at that. Look at that. Another sleeper. It's so good, too. It's a very good Magic card. I'm going to take the Barricade. Might not have to worry about the Walls deck unless we want to be the Walls deck. It all depends. You know. Transformation Artillery Blast. That's a fine card. Espionage isn't bad either. It's really not. This isn't bad, by the way. Zara Janin. We could go. Sure, dude. We could make use of that, actually. Alright, but now it's Sleeper again. Just nobody wants it. Vine Wall. Okay. Tribute isn't bad either. Is no one playing black? This is a really, really good card. This is a very good card. Huh. This is also a good card too. Elfin Worm. I like this a lot. I think I'd rather take Vine Wall, especially if we are going to end up 3 colors, and we probably are. But Worm is this. I gotta stress this card is fine. I'll take the Vine Wall. We do want business. Here we are. We've wheeled. Wow. All right, Vine Wall and Sentry and this. No one's playing this in this deck in this draft. Wow, it really makes me want it. No one's on blue. Oh, we got a decision, y'all. Snare Spinner still in this pack? I think green might be wide open with some of these. We already have a Vine Wall, so I might take Sentry. We don't have anything in the 4-drop slot, so I'll do that. Oh, wow. Signfoot Survey. Nothing too impressive in this pack, though. Take Survey. Tattered Apparition is actually a decent card. It's not great, but it's decent. Inferno's Deece. No one's on Golgari, I guess. Tolarian Terror's still here. Really, no one's on a spells deck. That's really hard to believe. Really, really hard to believe. Yeah. Playable curve filler. We'll take that. Negate. Alright, pack 2. Pick one. Rare is Kyrion Beast Collar. Citizen's Arrest in this pack. It's a really good card. Balmor, could have gone for his spells this whole time. We can still shoot for it. We get Shore Up, which might wheel. I could be playing Is It Spells right now. Could have been playing Is It Spells. I don't know that we can now. Citizen's Arrest is so good. It's so good, guys. So is Beast Collar, though, but right now we don't have all the creatures. Citizen's Arrest, though. That'll be a real test to see if white wheels, but I don't think it is. 13 seconds left on this pick. I'm no closer to making it. I think, also, by the way, Prodigy's a really good card. Just want to throw that out there. Boy. Confirm it. It's Beast Caller. You gotta take it. You gotta take it. Knight of Dust Shadow is fine. Another Sentry if we want another 4-drop. Impulse. Blue's open. This wall is actually quite good. Oh man, I'm really regretting not just getting into blue early. Is it too late? Flame Sage looks good, but it's not great. Blue is wide, y'all. Blue is wide open. Coral Colony's still here. There's only 3 picks into the pack, so that's likely. I think I'll take this Take Up the Shield for now. Could take another Sentry. This card is fine. But Take Up the Shield didn't wield last time. All right, Combat Research. Gin of the Fountain is ridiculous. Man, blue is just not being played in this draft. It's crazy. Writhing Necromass is quite a good Magic card. Captain's Call is really good too. Another Vine Wall. Oh, Deathbloom Gardener. That's quite good. Oh, man, some good... How is Gin of the Fountain still in this card? Still in this pack? Choking Miasma's here. This is a really good pack, guys. I don't know if we can play Miasma. I really don't. 3-drop slot is... It's got some cards, but... Could be more. I like Necromass. I do, but I don't think it matters. Well, I'm going to take Gardener. Haven't drafted any duels yet. We might need to fix our mana. There's a Cult Conscript. Phoenix Chick. Essence Scatter, Impulse. Dude, another Barricade. Again, I don't think we have to worry about the Walls deck here. Probably don't have to worry about spells getting countered either, so there's that. But maybe somebody's just waiting on all these counters to wheel. Wouldn't mind having another Vine Wall, but at this point, that'd probably be enough fixing. And we do have some 2s, so... Need to fill out this end of the curve over here. Not a whole lot that does it. I'll take another Vine Wall for now. That's probably not the right pick, though. Hexbane Turtle could be worse. It's not a bad card. Snare Spinner people seem to not like, but it's actually decent. Overall, though, not a great pack. Heroic Charge is still here. That leads me to believe no one's playing aggro. The Boris aggro. This is the... sort of key finisher in the Boris aggro deck. But I think what I'm actually going to do... This Hexbane Tortoise is calling my name. It really is. But I think what I'm actually going to do is take this Heroic Charge. You never trust a 3-2. A 3-mana 3-2. Never trust a Big Button, a Smile, or a 3-mana 3-2. Heroic. Relic of Legends is quite good, too. Also, no one's taking this Garna yet. What all are you guys playing, anyway? Keep saying no one's taking this, no one's taking that. Take Relic of Legends, I feel like we're basically a ramp deck, and we're not. Might take this Radiant Grove. Tortoise, I assume, is going to wheel. Relic, the thing that I'm pausing on here is Relic. Also, this card is very good, Argivian Cavalier. It's very good. Benalish Faithponder, Mesa Cavalier is fine. Another Broken Wings. Did we get one? Yeah, we got one. I just need one. We don't need any more than that. Warhorse. That's not bad. That's not bad. At this point, I'm not sure how likely we are to splash a lot of black, though. I think I'll just take the Mesa Cavalier. Alright. Not a whole lot in this pack. Maybe the Benalish Sleeper. We'll just take one of those. We have yet to get one, and they've been going around like crazy. Alright, on the wheel here, there's another Mesa Cavalier. This card's going around, but the thing is, Prodigy is so good, but I just don't really see a great blue-green deck in this environment. Really don't. I guess I'll take another Mesa Cavalier. I don't know how likely we are to play 2 of them. Meteorite here. Not a third Mesa Cavalier, I don't think so. Battle Rage Blessing looks better at this point than Flurfur's Fine Wall. Although, Crystal Grotto, you know? Crystal Grotto. No, I'll take the trick. So one thing I didn't say earlier is that... man, red's open too. Is that since this looks like more traditional Magic, tricks are probably also really important. Hey, Broken Wings wield. I guess we picked green early, and that's a color that Seems to be not very popular in this draft, so that's good. Maybe it means it's not very popular in draft altogether. This is not a great pack. We did get Bite Down, though, and I think that's just what we take. Captain's Call is also a good card, but I'm going to try to wheel that and take note if it doesn't. Mimeomancer, Pilfer, Vashina, Branchwalker. This is a good third pack because it's got a lot of kind of, get things shored up kind of picks. Raven Man is our rare for this pack. And another Knight of Dust Shadow. Could pick up an actual copy that we talked about it earlier. We never did. Another Broken Wings. There's so many Broken Wings in this draft. Vivisector is actually fine. We really need some business, though. So I might take this Elfin Worm. I'm not convinced it wheels. I need more business than that. We really don't have a lot of bombs, which is probably going to be bad. But we do have some removal. Shadow Prophecy is a tempting card. Colossal Growth is it's not good. Urborg Repossession is a very powerful card. It's probably the card we take from this pack. I'm not sure. This will probably be the last black card we can feasibly put into our deck. So we really can't play more than 3 or 4 at that. Shadow Prophecy's fine. Again, I said I was looking for stuff. That gives us card advantage. Speaking of which, Academy Lore Masters are rare. I wonder how good blue-black would have been this draft. Somebody's obviously on black. Oh, I wonder if 2 players are on black, actually. Bite Down, a second copy of that, I think is actually prudent. Rare in this pack is Urza. Urza assembles the Titans, which is really one of the worst cards in the, set for draft. See if the Sunlit Marsh wheels. Urborg Lurgoyf, really? Best card in the pack, too, it looks like. Vanquisher's Axe is fine. But just fine. I really wouldn't bite too hard on equipment and stuff in this set. Mossbeard Ancient, that's some business. It's really expensive business, but it's business. Are we ramping that hard? Nah. We're getting lands, but we're not really ramping. I think 2nd Century. Yeah. Ooh, a Jodas Codex. That's actually a reason. That's actually a reason right there. Is there anything else in the pack? Necromass. That's actually tough. That's actually tough. Yeah, I'm taking the Codex. I'm serious. I think Codex is way better than it looks. Ooh, a Shadowrite Priest. I think I might actually literally need one of those. That's probably not worth it. It's a big boy. So you having my Sojourner? Also have Artillery Blast. But I don't know how domainy we're really getting, but we're getting a little domainy. Splatter Goblin, Juniper Order, Root Weaver. Pilfer is still in this pack, surprisingly. I want to say there's also a player obviously on red, but there are some red cards that wheel that are a little surprising. Ooh, sure. I don't know if I have 4 Academy Lore Master yet, so I'll take it. Sure, possible 1-drop that we definitely almost certainly won't play. Typo Tortle. Just a better, it's not a better card, it's just the one I like more out of those 2, personally. Alright. Let's build. Let's use the actual good deck layout. Alright. So Swarm, let's get rid of you, definitely. Let's get rid of blue cards. Let's get rid of red cards. Let's definitely do that. Where you going, Shadowrite Priest? You stay in there for now. You'll come out soon, I'm sure. Doot. Alright, and that's everything, right? So we are green, white, black. Time being. I will probably switch in and out of this view from time to time, and I apologize for that. Alright, so way up here, we got all this. We don't need to be a ramp deck, so we probably don't need the Slimefoot Survey, but it might be smart to keep one in case we need Domain. Right now we need domain for Jodas Codex and Zaro Janin. Though you don't need much domain for Zaro Janin. What all else? Let's start by taking out a Broken Wings. I think we can do that. Probably want to keep Gardener in the deck. Urborg Lurgoyf isn't great. We don't have a lot of ways of self-milling. Stuck a Meteorite. We might not keep Meteorite in the deck, but it's okay. It's not a terrible card. Right now we're at 49. We need to cut 9 cards out of this deck. So Shadowrite Priest. See what all clerics we have. Not hardly any. So yeah, you get to go. Lockdown. Do you step on our own feet too much? I mean, a little. A little. We've got some 2-drop creatures, but not all the 2-drop creatures in the world. Plus, the ones we do have, we have like Vine Wall, which gets us value, but now Sleeper gets us value. Both when they ETB, so I'm not too worried about playing Lockdown in the deck. A lot of our 2-drops will have already gotten their value. We've also got like Urborg Lurgoyf, which we don't, you know, like we don't have to drop that on turn 2. Most of the time we won't. Kyrion Beastcaller. How many creatures we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. So where are the rest? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 creatures. Usually want anywhere between 15 and 17, so that is the correct number of creatures. We can come down on a survey at least. We might come down on the other. I think we probably can. I just don't think this card is very good. Does help you get to your bombs, though. Sucks that it puts them on top. Still got to cut 7. As far as filling out the 2-drop slot, I think things like Juniper Order Root Weaver, probably a 23rd card, and we have far more than 23 cards at this point, so I don't think we need this. I don't want to cut a ton of creatures, but it's probably the first one I cut. It's either Juniper Order Root Weaver or Sunbathing Rootwalla. I guess Sunbathing Rootwalla is the worst of those two, because at least Root Weaver can be a 3-mana 3/3, and that's good stats. That's good stats. Not a bad card. Snare Spinner Mike can go, but we don't have a lot of flying. You know, we got 2 reach guys. That's good. Oh, Heroic Charge can go. You can. We're not an aggro deck. You can go. We do have 2 Mesa Cavaliers. They fly. Broken Wings takes out a flyer. I don't know that I need this automatic librarian. That'll put us at 15 creatures, and I think that's probably fine. Meteorite. Meteorite, Meteorite. Okay, removal spells. Tail Swipe. That's 1. Now Sleeper is 2. Bite Down, 3, 4. We gotta have big creatures in the deck for some of these removal spells to work. Tear Asunder, 5. Temporary Lockdown, 6. Broken Wings, 7. That's about it, honestly. I really would have liked to draft 1 more removal spell. Those Banalish Sleepers, man. Probably should have taken 1 more of those, but I don't know if I'd have played 3. 2, for that matter. Cut 4 cards from this deck. Survey is one of them. I think Meteorite might be another, but we just don't have a lot of removal, so Meteorite might actually be fine. Repossession is a form of card advantage. We really don't have a lot of that, but that's what Jodas Codex is for. Gibbering Barricade might get us some, so maybe we're okay. Playing kind of a rock theme here. It's good we got that Radiant Grove. We really needed it. We don't have a lot of fixing. Meteorite might help with that, too. Now, I don't think we need Take Up the Shield and Battle Rage Blessing. I don't think we need both of these. So which one is better? Take Up the Shield. We're playing more white than black. Now we only have 3 black cards in the deck. We have Gibbering Barricade, Urborg Repossession, and Tear Asunder. I guess we have Urborg Lurgoyf, but it doesn't have to be black necessarily. So that's cool. We have Deathbloom Gardener. We have Meteorite. to help us fix. Any other real fixing in this deck? Vine Wall, yeah. Vine Wall's pretty good. It's top 6? Yeah, top 6. Okay. Okay, so cut 2 cards from this deck. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 2-drops. That's how many you usually want in a standard deck. Could we cut this Snare Spinner and that's fine? Maybe. That would leave us with critically low creatures, though. At this point, we're really leaning towards not enough creatures. How many non-creature spells do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. We have 10 non-creature spells. Probably fine. Probably about where we want to be. And that leaves us with 1, 2. I could just look at the stats, but that's not real magic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 creatures. That's exactly right. So, I don't know. Maybe we do cut the meteorite. Again, I would love to look at chat for this. I really want to see what you guys' suggestions are, but I will do that after I cut these 2 cards and finalize, because, you know. You know how everybody is. Oh, you're looking at chat for the advice. I don't think we cut Repossession. I think it's a really good card. All these cards are good. Gibbering Barricade's not great. Snare Spinner's not great. Snare Spinner's probably the most not great card in the deck. Some of the best advice I ever got. I was like, what have I cut from this deck? My buddy Andy was like, just cut the worst card. Sounds so obvious, you know? Kind of is. Snare Spinner is why I want to play best of 3 sometimes. Playing against the blue-white Flyers or something is probably pretty good. I think a lot of Flyers have 4 power and toughness in this environment anyway, so I don't know how good that actually is. It kills that Djinn. That 6-mana blue Djinn. Isn't that a... No, that's a 4/4. I thought it was a 4/3. It does kill that blue Phyrexian rare Defiler of Blue. Kills that on blocks. That's probably important. I don't know. God, I want to cut this Gibbering Barricade. I think that's... Oh, boy. There's going to be so many spots where we wish we had it, though. There's going to be so many. I think I want to cut Meteorite for now, or take up the Shield. One of those two, but it kind of feels weird not to have any tricks. Maybe Bite Down is cuttable because we don't have enough creatures to play 2 Bite Downs and a Tail Swipe. Especially not enough big guys. I don't know, Bite Down's better than Tail Swipe. Technically, because our creature doesn't have to take damage for Bite Down. Don't have a lot of guys. Also, we have Bite Down and Tail Swipe and a Death Touch guy. And I think that's important to remember. So that's cool. Is Lockdown technically the worst card? No, it's not. Don't even entertain that. Alright, everybody. Do we cut a 2-drop from our deck? No. I mean, you know, Juniper Order Root Weaver can be a 3-drop. Doesn't have to be a 2-drop. Urgoyf can be a 3 or 4-drop. Doesn't have to be a 2-drop. So I think we've actually got fewer 2-drops than we need. I really want to cut this Meteorite. I will almost certainly regret this later, but I'm doing it. It doesn't really attribute to Domain or anything, but it does help fix black mana. So there is that. Is this how we want to rock? We have double white on temporary lockdown. So maybe we do want all 6 of those planes. 7 forest. Is that enough? Is 7 forest enough? That's 8 green sources. 7 white sources. 3 black. Plus Gardener. And Vine Wall. I think I might rock with this, guys. Alright, let's see what chat has to say about it. You think Meteorite? I wouldn't cut another creature. 41 card special. I thought about that. Think Wings might sit in the hand? I don't know, man. I think that Wings will have its games where it does that, but even in those games it will eventually have a target. I think. I know it's spicy, but I think Wings is main deckable. I think. Yeah, everyone probably broken Wings. If he keeps Meteorite, he should cut a non-creature. Yeah, I don't think I should cut any more creatures. How susceptible to flyers are we? Do we need Broken Wings? I think so. We don't have a lot of flying in the deck. We have some flying blockers like Mesa Cavalier, but we don't have a whole lot of protection against flyers altogether. We have Magnagoth Sentry, which is probably going to trade with a couple of important flyers, or at least threaten to. So it might keep some stuff in check, but I still think Broken Wings is good. And, you know, it can target enchantments, which we don't have any other main deck way of targeting. Well, we'd have Terra Sunder. There is that, but I still think that being able to take out artifacts and enchantments is important. I do. Codex is his only card advantage. Yeah, well, Gibbering Barricade, potential card advantage when they go to remove a creature or something. So there's that. I felt like there was one other thing. Oh, Vine Wall replaces itself. There is that. But Urborg Repossession. Repossession is card advantage when kicked. So I think I would like more card advantage, but it's like I said, I think card advantage is at this massive premium in this environment. So, let's go. Let's see what it's like out there in Dominaria Draftland. I didn't think we'd end up on Abzan, but here we are. I really think we should have gone blue. Blue was just wide open like your dad. It's crazy. We go first. Never casting that lockdown, but we can't get the Vine Wall, so maybe not all is lost. We could also go Beast Caller into Vine Wall, but it kind of depends on whether or not we draw a third land. Don't draw a third land by turn 2, we might want to play Vine Wall. But hell, if we don't get a third land, we can go Beast Caller on turn 2, Vine Wall on turn 3 to guarantee the third land. Just play it that turn. We don't have a 3-drop other than that we'd like to play. Well, now we do. I think we play Beast Caller. Green mana here makes me think they might not have a turn 2 removal spell for it, but we'll see. We know we're making this bigger next turn. Yes, they're playing Snare Spinner. Okay. Vine Wall. Counter on the Beast Caller. Plains, we need you. Boy, do we need you. Plays it. Swang. I think going first was a pretty big help here, but we'll see what the opponent has on turn 3. Because we didn't play a 3-drop on 3, they get to. Now they played Walking Bulwark into land. They give it haste and swing? They do not. Okay. Well. In that case, I think we go Grove this turn. Then I might bite down that Bulwark. I don't like it. And then we'll get in. On the spinner. They still don't block with Gavin over there. No one gets that joke. It's a Degrassi joke. Spinner is a character on Degrassi. His actual name is Gavin. It's a snare spinner. Moving on. They are playing Golgari over there, it turns out. I was a little worried about black mana. They say go, however. That's very interesting. They say nice as well. That also interests me a bit. Now, we can't double spell this turn, so we don't have 2 white. Well, yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Screw it. Yep, let's Cavalier. Awfully Cavalier of us. Let's gain R2, and then let's Sleeper. Let's just overwhelm them on the board, baby. Swing 5. There you go. They will take this block. Spinner down. Jimmy was the one that was supposed to go down. Again, Degrassi joke. Nobody gets it. Monstrous War Leech. How big are you? Ouch. You're a 2-2. They scoop. We're going to play Sentry this turn, and that was basically going to be that. So, good first game. We go first. Vine Wall, not bad, but we need more creatures than that. At this point, the bite down is effectively dead. So it was to take out the shield, to be honest, but I still think this is a fine hand. Well, we really need white mana so far in every game, but maybe Vine Wall will help again. Opponent plays blue, we draw a Tail Swipe. Again, kind of a dead card with no creatures. This is the scenario I was worried about. Ooh, get a Radiant Grove. Yeah, sure. I'm worried about it. We get a Mesa Cavalier next turn, we can't play it. Whereas we could have if we took a Plains. So I hope we don't get too punished here. Opponent on blue-black, they play Vohar. Well, instead we get a Plains. I can't really do a whole lot with this. I'll actually play the Plains here. Well, we can tear asunder if opponent plays something too egregious. Opponent is on Grixis. They play Sulphurous Springs. See what they do. A little worried we might get put on our back foot here. They might have removal and they want to get in. Smash to just destroy a creature with Defender is the mode they choose. It is a mode that I imagine gets chosen a lot more than you'd think in this environment. Wingmantle Chaplain and stuff like that. Coming in for first blood. I'd rather they do that than draw discard. To be honest, I think we got off easy there. Draw another land. Not the best thing that ever happened. Let's go ahead and play Tear Asunder mana. We don't have to... Yeah, we do. For a second I was like, where is it? Could have kept my Vine Wall there, but I think it's probably best to take up the shield. Hopefully we'll have a better target for it later on. See if our opponent has Essence Scatter when we do eventually draw a creature. Monstrous War Leech. Let's see what goes into their yard here. No, oh yeah, they didn't kick it. Cool. Super awesome. Well, could tear asunder right now, but I think I'd rather just tear asunder the War Leech. Sure. Again, I think we're getting off easy when they're attacking us with this Vohar. If there's some information to be gleaned from this, it's that they don't want to discard any of the cards in their hand, so their hand must be pretty decent, you know? There's a Broken Wings. Radiant Grove. We gotta draw magic cards here, though. But hell, that Broken Wings might be really good coming up. We'll see. If all they do is poke us, we're doing great. Phyrexian Espionage kicked. That kind of sucks. Do we have anything in our deck that costs 6? Not to my knowledge. So we can probably discard this Plains. And that's fine. Might want a double spell, though. Yeah, we might need these lands, but we'll see. I think it's the safest discard for now. Opponent again attacks. 5 cards in their hand. They're tapped out now, so let's draw something nice. A Swamp. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. I'm getting served up a loss. Getting served up here. Opponent still has 6 cards. Now they go down to 5 by playing an island. See what they do. I mean, what are all these cards in your hand? They espionage last turn, so they really went up on cards. Haunting Figment. Okay. And Salvaged Mana Worker. So now they're just putting dudes on board. We have to worry about all that. 16. 12 next turn. 8 the turn after that. So really we have like 3 turns. And we draw a land! Oh wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 lands out of 14 cards drawn. They're probably thinking the same thing. Like, what the hell does my opponent have? You know? It's ridiculous. You know, drowning in this flood. Well, they've drawn 7 out of 16. Well, that's we've drawn 8 out of 14, so that's objectively much worse. Opponent still has 3 cards in their hand. I would assume at this point that if we do draw a real Magic the Gathering card, it probably gets countered. Got an Urtai's Scorn or Essence Scatter, something like that. So we'll see if we get out of this. It's going to be tough, though. I guess we destroy an artifact. Sure, you know, something to do. Hopefully we won't need that, like, a lot later. Arena wants us to play Take Up the Shield on our opponent's creature. Well, think we're going to do that. Oh my god, it's a creature. It's a Deathbloom Gardener. Okay. Sure. Instant. Cool. Alright, so we got a couple of big things loaded up here. Now we can do some damage. Now we can do some damn damage. I might have cast the Tail Swipe on our turn, though, because the creature would have gotten +1/+1, killed the Vohar without dying. Be nice. May sacrifice a creature if you do, each opponent discards a card, or return target blah blah, or return target blah blah. Okay. I will lose 2 life. Wow. Wow. Sure. Decline. That is the objectively the worst mode, but at least they get to draw. They do get to draw, and that's really important in this environment. Did you not have any creatures to bring back? Yeah, you had one. Impede momentum. Cool. Well, that's never untapping again, ever. So let's go ahead and kill this, I guess. Got a counter? Got a counterspell? Counterspell you gonna use, bud? Counterspell? Counter my spell? My spaghetti? You only get 1 shot. They did not. They did, in fact, miss their chance to blow. Do you give Hexproof by any chance? Just curious. No. No, you do not. Okay. Should have asked that question before I did the first thing, but whatever. Opponent still just attacking with this Vohar. Whatever. Guess that's fine. Alright, we draw planes. What is going on, dude? Alright, we cast this during our main, so this gets counter, or +1/+1 till end of turn, right? Yeah. Alright, I guess we play this planes. So there you go. Jeez, man. We have a creature, but it's effectively not real for 2-3 turns here. Opponent has 2 cards left in their hand. They apparently are flooded too. Let's go. Playing the Lurgoyf. Let's go. I'm still burning, doing the Lurgoyf dance. Oh, we put a really, really good creature in our yard, though. Zarajanen. That kind of hurts, but, you know, whatever. That's fine. I guess. 2-3 Lurgoyf is all we get out of the deal, too. It's kind of poopy. But we can protect it. Opponent's got 2 cards. What could they be at this point, you know? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lands out of 20 cards. They're drawing at a 50% rate. Gain control of target creature till end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste till end of turn. If the spell was kicked, which it was, sacrifices the... You little jerk. You little jerk. You're such a jerk. Well, that was one of the cards in their hand. I guess we know that now. We'll go to 7. This isn't that big of a deal, but we still have to draw magic cards. By the way, they have 40 cards left in their library. In draft, they have 40 cards left now. 20 cards into the game, they have 40 cards left in their library. There's a Magnagoth Sentry. I was wondering when we were going to get one of you. I wonder if the other card in their hand is also one of these. One of, you know, the steal a creature things. Guess we'll find out. Go to like 2. Oh my god, Temporal Firestorm. Wow. Well, I guess we actually get to finally use this Take Up the Shield. That's good. Oh, and a Mesa Cavalier. Gain some life. That is the perfect time for you, brother. Or sister. Sister? Maybe. Yeah, sister. Lay you down, go to 9, put 7 damage on the table. We're turning it around, kids. Opponent draws for turn. Let's see what they got. Did you draw 2 removal spells? They really just need 1 to stay really in the game here. Oh, we draw a big fat boy. Let's go. Let's get in there. I assume they didn't draw more than 1 sweeper, but I might be wrong. So I'm just going to overcommit as much as possible. Throw down Worm. Vigilance Trample, guys. I keep looking at this. 5 mana, 5/4 Vigilance Trample. I keep looking at this and thinking, like, is this, like, budget standard playable? Possibly. Could be. We haven't built the $5 green deck yet this season, and oh, we did it, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here's the deal. That's basically exactly what I described earlier. It's 100% what I described earlier. You know, you play your removal, you play your big guys, and if you get into wars of attrition where everyone's just getting down to one card left in their hand, they're drawing off the top of their deck, you know, that's basically exactly what happened. The only reason they had a card left in their hand there was because, like, they were waiting for us to play a creature. They were probably over there just like us. Like, man, draw a creature so I can play my red spells. Altogether, though, good game. Great game opponent. But pretty much exactly core set magic. Core set magic all day. 7-0 coming up. Let's hope. Let's hope. We go first. That really helps. We are going to go 7-0. That helps a lot. It's Radiant Grove. We might Grizzly Bears next turn just to curve out. We might do it. Yeah. I don't recommend doing this. But I would like to curve out. Let's go Root Weaver. Opponent's playing the Raft deck, ladies and gentlemen. The Raft deck. Also, I'd love a black source here. I would love that so much. Boy, would I love that. Alright, let's try and get in with the trick here. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Why would you do it? Why would you block? Why would you ever do it? Why would you do it? Well, let's get rid of one of the most important cards in their deck, probably. Tell them go. Alright, opponent on Esper over there. Vohar comes down. Nothing we haven't seen before. And we get a black source. Super sweet. Should we just kill the Vohar right now? Or do we have bigger fish? Maybe opponent actually knows to tap this Vohar. How many cards are you playing? Okay. That's correct. See if they take the block. They do not. Well, we don't need the ramp. We're not going to block with it. Sure. Just want to fill out the board. Plus, if we do draw a fight spell, this will be pretty decent. Ooh, a Flying Enlist guy's really good. Glad we saved the Terra Sunder. Let's get in with the Juniper Order Root Weaver. The Jor. Put him at 14, Sega. And they're going to correctly use Vohar. This is how you do it, kids. Vohar is good because it's a Merfolk Looter. Defiler? Oh my god, it's really good. It's really good. It's really good. Well, they're going to be flying over for a bunch of damage this turn. I'm going to hit the Defier. Really surprised. I guess they want to draw a card with the Vohar, so they didn't enlist with that. But we can take this and go down to 21. They're at 14. We can't keep drawing these lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, we've drawn 8 out of 12. Really? Is that correct? Yeah, wow. We've only drawn 4 Magic cards this game. We're somehow doing okay. Let's play a land. Really wish Arena wouldn't just auto go to, you know, the next phase. Let's get him with both. I think we can trade the Death Plume with the Vohar. That's good. They don't take the bait, though. They go to 10. 4 cards in the opponent's hand. I feel like they might get a turnaround here. Just one removal spell, and they're way back in the game. We don't draw another land for the rest of the game. I'll be happy. Go to 19 again. They don't enlist and they say go. There's another land. Wow. We have drawn 13 Magic cards and only 4 of them are Magic cards. So that's not a good feeling. Arena's really trying to get us. They see we've won 2 in a row and can't have that. Alright, so they'll gain their 3 off of Extinguish the Light. They drew their removal spell. Alright, we gotta start drawing cards here. Charismatic Vanguard comes down. This pumps all your creatures +1/+1 for 5 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We draw a Mesa Cavalier. That's fine. I guess I'll hold these 2 lands. They're a bluff. They're not much of a bluff, but they're a bluff. Go to 11. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 lands we've drawn. That's just unbelievable, dude. Alright, they're looking to pump here one way or the other, but they'll spend all of their mana if they do. We're at 18. 17, 13, 12, 11. We go to 11. So we go 11 up here if they spend all their mana. Let's see if they do. They don't. So we go to 13. And we'll see what they put on the board. Can't race from this position, so we got to start drawing some decent stuff. We draw a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have drawn 10 lands. We have drawn 10 lands, and there's 25 cards left in the deck. They stall for time. Good game, opponent. Good game. Let's get out of this one. That's ridiculous, dude. That's ridiculous, bro. Like... Alright, we go first. Again, man. This is a good hand, though. I don't think you should send this one back. But we need real creatures. Well, we diagnosed that as the problem with the deck. But we haven't drawn Zarajinan yet. And we do have big dudes in this deck. There's a Broken Wings. Okay. Go down Plains and Vine Wall. This Codex might help a good bit. Might. Double white, sure. There's more green cards in the deck, but there's only one double white card. And I don't think there's any double green unless I am really forgetting something massive. Phyrexian Missionary comes down. We draw another land. God. You gotta stop with that. That is too many lands, man. That is too many lands. Sega. Alright, opponent plays Plains here. They look to be on pure Orzhov early here. Got a Sunlit Marsh too, which is cool. I guess I'll take this early block. Samite Herbalist comes down. They gain a life. They scry. So they might just win off of just playing Magic. Yeah, we might not get to play Magic, so we just draw lands. Drew yet another land. This is absolutely bonkers, dude. This is just bananas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lands. At least we've drawn more than 4 cards this game. Like 4 Magic cards. We've drawn 5 Magic cards this game. Last game we only drew 4. Man. We'll let him spend mana on that, and then we'll Broken Wings the equipment, because we can. But we still take 4 and go to 16. They gain a life and scry. That Herbalist, man. When left to actually attack, it's a good card. Oh my god, are you serious? Wow, okay, Jodas Codex, I guess. Wow, deck 5, 6, 7 out of 12 cards have been lands. Jeez, yeah, how many lands in the last 3 games combined? And then somebody said 150. Yeah, it feels about right. That feels about right, dude. This is nuts. This is nuts, dude. Charismatic Vanguard, yeah, good card, good card. We draw a land. Are you, like... Oh my god, and we drew a land off the Codex. That's 4 in a row, at least. Maybe more than 4 in a row. Arena. They get to pump all their guys too. They damn near kill us this turn. This is so stupid. God. I hope they're having fun. Hope our last opponent had fun. We were 2-0 when we got to just like normally play Magic, but in the last 2 games combined, in the last 2 games of Magic combined, we've drawn 9 Magic cards. It's another land. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's a real card. Holy god. Oh my lord, it's an actual Magic card. Wow, dude. Wow. How could it possibly be a real Magic? Are you sure that you... Are you sure? Jeez. Oh my god. Good game, opponent. Good game. Jeez. We go first. There are 2 creatures in our opening hand. Those are in our deck. I will say, man, we've been going first like all night. That's pretty cool. But what does it matter? I mean, you don't draw cards. We've just been a punching bag these last 2 games. Oh my god. The flashbacks are starting. We draw a land. We did need a green source, though. Opponent on black-red into Vivisector. It's a good card. I'll just kick this. I've been really hoping for the line all night where we like Vine Wall on turn 2, Sleeper on turn 3, sack the Vine Wall, but we just can't get it. It's a really good line too. All right, opponent on Mardu, nice. Okay, Ellis. Nice. I do love Ellis Silcor. You know that about me. I'm actually gonna play Barricade here. They can't attack into the Gibbering Barricade with the Elemental Core, and this tests their removal capabilities. Mesa Cavalier, they don't have a removal spell. Okay. So they go to 23 off the Ellis, and they don't attack. Okay. 5 mana. Joda's Codex could come down this turn. I don't think it's time yet. Cavalier. Sentry's better. Yeah. Also, this is an interesting line, right? Because if we Sentry now, that means next turn we can play a land. Cavalier, have enough mana to sack something to Gibbering Barricade. So that's not bad. Alright, they don't forget that the Sentry has reach. Let's Cavalier. Probably should have actually, yeah. I mean, you should always attack first. But I should have attacked with the Sentry first. Before they knew that I was going to have a flying blocker. I don't think it matters, though. See if they have removal spell now. Nope. Don't take a block either. They go to 19. We're at 22. Board's looking good on both sides. You know I love to see LSO Core, man. Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with that. Here they come. See if we'll take the trade. I mean, I guess they're fine with that. No blocks. I think that's actually the best thing here. We'll just go to starting live total, see what they do. Nothing yet. I don't think it's going to stay that way. However. Let's bring them in. Yeah, Resolute Reinforcements comes down. Gain some life, and Ellis. Ellis doing everything I wanted to do in Standard. Does it in Draft. Should have known. They take the chump. They go to 19, so do we. Off the Blood Artist ability. If I do this now, can we Sentry next turn and draw a card? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we just have 2 mana. But you know, we'll draw a land. If I Sentry now, can I still sack something? Yes. Okay. Yeah, Sentry. And in. Alright. Board's looking good. Let's see what they can do about it. These are the kinds of games of Magic that I like. Opponent does still have a lot of cards left, but we can hopefully remedy that when we play Codex. We do have a line next turn. We can play Codex, and if we draw a land, we can also draw a card. So there's that. Here they come. See what opponent does with our blocks here. We block the 2-power creature with the 4-power creature. And we block the Resolute Reinforcements with the Gibbering Barricade. We do take a couple off of Elemental Core, and then they drag to the bottom. That's what I like to see. Alright, so what is that? -3, -3? Okay, so you get all of our guys except for 1. And that's totally cool. That is totally cool with me. Yeah, I mean, if anything, we're left with just a huge guy on the table. We drew 2 lands in a row. That's fine. Oh, was it? Oh, it's, yeah, it's, I always forget. It's 1 plus the number of basic land types. So they'd have killed anything regardless of blocks. Go ahead and draw off Jodas Codex. We got a Floriferous Vine Wall. I think Codex might be super important here. Here's Phyrexian Warhorse. That's a fine card. They get a 1/1. They can sack the 1/1 to make it bigger. We draw another land. Let's stop doing that now. We have enough. We have more than enough. Elfin Worm. It's a fine card. Play a land and let's Vine Wall. Why not? Sure. Okay. 9 mana, so we can Codex and still have 6 left in a turn. That's an important mark, I think. Really, Codex and have 5 left is the important mark. Charismatic Vanguard, man, everybody loves that card. They have 4, 5 left, so they can use Vanguard. That's cute. But they can't use Vanguard and also use Warhorse. So that's, you gotta remember that. Yeah, I'll do this while they can't trade. Oh, we got a Repossession. That's really good, dude. Kick it! Let's go. Alright, so we want you, and you get your big butts over. We also want the Sleeper, don't we? Maybe. They can just sack the token. I like Barricade here as well, by the way. Can we double spell? It costs 3 mana to cast this. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 7 mana left. So we can cast... We can't cast a 5-drop and a 4. We have 7 left, so 5, 6, 7, 8. We can actually... Oh my god! It let me select the same card twice. Oh my god, the misclick, dude. I was trying to unclick it. Dude. I was trying to unclick it. What are you doing? What are you doing, dude? Oh my god. Dude, Arena. I was trying to unclick Worm so I could select a 4-mana card and a 3-mana card. I was going to get the 4/4 reach guy and the flying guy that gains 2 life, but no. Oh, dude, that sucks. That sucks, dude. Now I got to take this trade. No, I don't. I don't have to take this trade. I don't have to take this trade at all. I do not. Go to 17 or 16. They want to spend all their mana. We'll go to 16. They do not. Okay. Does that mean the bluff was more important, or you actually have a card in your hand? They say go, which is great. Let's... At this point, I might want to tail swipe the Vanguard, but this ability is really good. Yeah, let's see if they sacrifice. It's another creature, right? Yeah, let's see if they just put a +1/+1 counter on the Vanguard. Sacrifice the 1/1. They have the mana to do it. Do you? Does it cost 2 black mana to do this? No, just 1. Okay. They don't, though. Let's draw off of Codex. Get a land. Let's get in with Worm. See if they have some kind of trick we can use to take up the shield with here. They just take the chump. Yep, that's what I thought. I thought you might do that. Whew, you're going to get blown out. We're going to gain so much life, too. Trample over for a bunch. Go to 24. Feels good. Feels good. Feels good. Feels good. Oh, yeah, it did have Summoning Sickness. I forget that it taps for its ability. Opponent has 2 cards left. If they have removal spell, the game is still going. They have another Vanguard. They can activate their Vanguard here, but us putting a +1/+1 counter really helped. Have to activate Vanguard twice to kill the Worm. Oh my god! We draw another land. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Dude, if we draw 2 more lands, we've drawn every land in the entire deck. If we draw 2 more lands. And we have 15 cards left. That's nuts. That's just balls out nuts, dude. That's crazy. Wow. Just Wow. Do you guys think that they'll double block here? Do you guys think they will? It's got vigilance. They did it. Bang, bang. They didn't actually have to do that, but they did. Radiant Grove. All right. We got a Jodas Codex. We can do it. They get an Argivian Cavalier. It's really good. It's a great card to draw. Tattered App. Come on. Where are these cards coming from? We draw a land. There should only be one more in the entire deck. Seriously. That's oh my god. There's a swamp. There's a swamp left in the deck. Oh my god, dude. They might win. They might actually pull it off with that apparition. That's nuts, dude. This is nuts, dude. Can I draw them all? Can I? Gotta draw them all. All your lands. 13 cards left. And they're like only one of them is a land. That's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, did I miscount? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, now there's 2 left. Oh, God. That means we'll draw them, too. Guaranteed, boys. And girls. They enlist. Take that block. God, we've drawn 7 more cards in them. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Opponent has 8 lands. We have 13. 15. 2 in our hand. It's just nuts, dude. That's just I can't get over it. How many lands is Arena going to make us draw tonight? It's just every single game. If we go to 20. Come on, deck. That's a real card. Good. Something. And a Floriferous Vine Wall, which is almost a real card. Let's Root Weaver. Bite down while their mana's... It's not tapped out. I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Even if they pump, we can still kill it. So glad we can kill that thing, man. Apparition is a fine card. I had a feeling this is a fine card. A lot of long games. We should draw our last land or 2 off of this, right? Yeah, there's the swamp. Play it. And there are 10 cards left in our library. Tori Davnant. That's really, really good off the top of your library. That's so good. We draw a land. Oh my freaking god, we draw a land. We somehow did it. Deathbloom Gardener. Okay, sure. Do you put counters on them, or they just get +1/+1? Get +1/+1. Other red and gain trample. Other white gets untapped. Okay, so. Yeah, I'm gonna take this attack. They're not gonna block. Yeah, it's an easy decision not to block, but they won't. Opponent's probably marveling at our lands. 3, 6, 9. Damn girl fine. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17. I think that it's a stock 17 lands for. So my god, all 8 of these cards should be real Magic cards. Oh my goodness, a Baird. That's not bad. They don't have anything with augmented power right now. Well, they will at end of turn if this Tori attacks. They might be able to mill us out here. I can't, man. I waited like 6 months to spend that draft token, and that we flood 3 games in a row. That's just nuts. That's just nuts, dude. Like at this point, I don't know if we can catch up. I really don't. No blocks. They enlist with Tori. They did have a big guy. There's a bite down. Alright, let's bite down the Tori. Need to draw a card. Might be the last one I draw, but I need to draw one. There's a Lurgoyf. How big are you? 7, 8? Well, I'm not going to mill myself. I think that'd be a fool's errand. 7, 8 Goyf, huh? The Goyfs are back in town. Let's see what they do. Alright, they just chump block there. Draw for the turn is... we do not know yet. They go to combat. They won't get a token. We get a Mesa Cavalier. That's really good. That's so good, dude. Alright, let's try to run them down. Won't help you run down that dream, Bobby. Yeah, running down a dream. Better chump block, boys. Let's go. Orion. Orion. They chump. They go to 8 off the Juniper Order Ranger. For Root Weaver. Ranger is a different card. We gain 2 off the Cavalier. Let's let them know that we do in fact have the last land in our deck in our hand. We can draw a card anytime we want. Might not be the smartest thing in the world to do. They do have 2 cards left in their hand, and they say our go. Let's not draw for now. Lockdown takes out this guy, but not this guy. It takes out this guy, not this guy, so we can't lock down. We just can't do it. Bing, bang, bong in with these boys. Can also send Gardner to Rumble. Might not be time, though. Yep, they just take the 1 chump. Go to 3, and that should be lights out, unless they draw another drag to the bottom or something like that. Yeah, scoop it up. Good game, though. Good game, opponent. The Codex, man. The Codex, everybody. Yep, we did it. We've achievement unlocked. Xbox Live. All the... every single land in our deck is on the table right now. We did it. We did it, everybody. That's just unbelievable. Yep, Joda's Codex is what helped us win through that flood right there. Okay, opponent goes first for the first time tonight. So I'm not complaining. I'm just pointing it out. What I am pointing out or complaining about is the 4 green cards and no green mana. So I'm going to ship a hand for the first time. This one's fine, sure. Don't really know what to put back here. I mean, 2 bite down might be fine. I'm going to want the Czar later. A land? It's probably correct. But then I have to put back a land, and I only have 1 of each color, so I kind of like that. Put back bite down. That's going to bite me in the butt, I'm sure, but... Opponent goes Tangled Islet, turn 1. Let's go Forest and Sago. Drew Mesa Cavalier there, that's going to be important. Take up the shield as our draw this turn. Let's Swamp. Sega. Cavalier's been quietly decent. Of course, it's a role player. That's what it's supposed to be. Barricade drew us a card and gained us a life earlier. That's all I ever wanted to do. Opponent's on Stained Glass. Lands over there. Big spender. Looking at Barricade. They're reading Barricade. Like, what is this? They're playing what appear to be 4 colors at least. That's neat. And they have a 4 domain too, so keep that in mind. They might be reading it to see whether or not it was worth Leyline Binding. That's my guess. It's Mesa Cavalier. It hangs. Now it's on the table. We go to 22. Let's see what Dechi Prime has for us next. They draw up to 7. And Citizen's Arrest. We knew somebody was going to get it. Take out the Cavalier. Domain control. You do kind of love to see it. A little bit. Alright. So the question is, do we play Czar now or do we wait until we can take up the shield? We Czar. I don't like the way this game is going. I imagine they have a removal spell. Oh, they love Song of Night and Day. Where do you start on this one? Yeah, we're just going to draw 2. Nice. Dude, awesome. So they play land for the turn. It's a forest. Awesome. They get to make a bird next turn. Second white source, so we double up on all of our sources. I can blow up that Citizen's Arrest. That's cool. I can also blow up the Love Song. So that's kind of neat. Kind of neat. Let's get him a Czar. Sucks we don't actually get to use its ability, you know. Opponent gives us a nice. So Like, hey, man, a 5-mana 4/4 is just fine in draft sometimes, you know? You took 4. They get a bird. From Love Song. And they play a Czar. Nice. Okay. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Alright, so should we play the Terra Sunder? Let's just bite it down. Czar on Czar. And now, they give us a nice for that one. I can always tail swipe this bird. What's funny, by the way, is I could take up the shield and give Czar lifelink, right? And then tail swipe the bird and get in for damage. We gain all the life in the world. So that's actually like a cute enough play to maybe consider, you know? I know it's my go. Opponent's very talkative over there. We haven't even roped yet. You know? We haven't even roped. I'll save the take up the shield. We're going to need it. Alright, so now we have Terra Sunder open. We also have take up the shield open, but we only get one of them. Remember that Barricade can sacrifice itself to itself for its own ability. Not a lot of things can do that with this ability, so it's cool. They play a Queen all in all as a 1/1. And say go. We draw land. Can't keep doing that. Opponent has so many cards in their hand. So what could they all be? Let's swing. I mean, that's a lot of cards, man. That's so many cards. They do block. They take the chump here. We'll see. We'll see. We have protection. We can get the thing back if it does die. We have Terra Sunder. That's important, especially in times like these. Yeah, I guess I'll Terra Sunder the Necromass. Put him at 7. I think we just need to try to clock him out at this point. Mesa Cavalier, that'll help. And bang, put him at 7. Play this Cav. And sure, play the plant or the forest. And at this point, we can play Jodas Codex, draw cards same turn, so that's nice. They play another Writhing Necromass. Pretty hot stuff. Morgoyf is a 0/1. We might have to mill ourselves on that one. Let's come in. See if they take this block. Yeah, they do. Who wouldn't? You know, you have to. So let's blow them out there at least. Put them at 4 and go to 29 and kick the Lurgoyf once. Now at 2-3, they scoop it up. Yeah, good job. Good job. Good game. Good game. Opponent had so many cards in their hand. Do they all cost 7 mana? Like, what happened? I feel kind of bad, honestly, because it looks like opponent probably had some stuff to do over there. You know? We go first. White cards, no white mana. We get to Gardener, we can play them. Yeah. I mean, I feel like if you have Gardener and 2 fight spells, probably do that, you know? Especially if you get to go first. You're up against All-Star 33. They play Plains turn 1. Get Gibbering Barricade. We need this 3rd land, though. Boy, do we. All is lost if we don't get it. Of course, we haven't been mana screwed yet tonight. We've just been flooded. So it is about time. They play Herbalist. We didn't get it, but we did get a card we can play, which is acceptable. It's not great, though. I really don't want our 3rd... all of our losses come on, like, land issues. It sucks. We'll see, though. We'll draw the 3rd one right now. This turn. Opponent won't do anything with their turn, and we'll draw our 3rd land. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, they know we're not going to block here. Or will we? We won't. Scry to the top. Just keep that in mind. What do you do with 3 open mana? Mono white, perhaps? There's no way. There is a way. Mesa Cavalier. Popular card this draft. They gain 2. Oh my god, we got a white mana. It's so good. It's so great. It's great. It's really good. It's so good. Alright, do I want a Gardener? I actually want a Barricade. No matter what we play this turn, the Beast Caller can block the Herbalist, so... Let's play the Cavalier, because it can block the Cavalier. I think this is the right play. I think. You could argue we need mana, so Gardener's better. You could argue that, let's attack. You could argue that, I should play Sleeper, even. You could argue that I could play Barricade. There's a lot of plays here. You could argue I need mana. So, Gardener, and then I have 4 next turn guaranteed. It's all good. But instead, we're kind of racing for now. See if they can get a removal spell. Let's block up. Although, if we do race... They're at 21. We're at 20. We go to 16. They go to... Well, interesting. They go to 16. And we're going to kill their guys anyway this turn, probably. So, like, nah, dog. Let's just see what they play this turn. I don't know. That's a tough one. Man, people love this card. Charismatic Vanguard. It is good. It's pretty good. It's Radiant Grove. Considering Sleeper. I really like the double spell. Boy, would I. So I think that what we actually do here... Man, I want to be able to safely fight something with this Cavalier, but I can't. Alright. Kyrion Beastcaller. Tailswipes the Vanguard. Dangerous card later on. And then I think I might just play a Sleeper. I don't think I'm going to want to sacrifice any of my creatures. It's just best to have another big body on the ground. And then swing 7. So yeah, they go to 14, we're at 16. Put a lot of investment into winning this race. Plus we still have a removal spell, so maybe it's fine. They still have a lot of cards in their hand and we don't. They might be a little stuck on mana. What you doing? They go to combat and see if they move. They do. They want to gain life. They want to scry. What you got? Doing a lot of scrying, and yet I think they're still kind of stuck on lands. Maybe that's why they have so many cards in their hand, is they are playing a second color. They just can't get the land, you know? But maybe not. I mean, they scry to the top this time. They scry to the top last time. 10 damage on board. If we take this, we go to 12. I'll take it. I'll go to 12. It's actually 9 on board, but I assume we play a creature next turn. We might not, though. We might want to bite down. Oh, removal spell. Yep, destroy evil. Alright, well, let's put its counters on the flying guy. How many did you have? It really should tell you how many it had. It was a 5/5, so it had 3 counters. Oh, I thought it was a 5/5. Maybe just a 4/4. This is fine. Lurgoyf, you're a 1/2. I can Lurgoyf and bite down same turn, though. I really like that. I like that a lot. So let's not kick the Goyf. Bite down on the Cavalier? I mean, that's actually harder than it sounds. Yeah, I bit down on the Herbalist. And let's swing for 7 again here. So we put him at 8 and say go. Oh, I don't think I've gotten my free packs yet. Somebody said the store code is play bro. I don't think I don't remember typing those words in. Another charismatic Vanguard. Yeah, guys, I think they're playing a second color. It's like we've been talking about how screwed we've been tonight, and we haven't had to contend with that. All right, let's blow them out with take up the shield, and you know, they're gonna block the Urgoyf. No, they don't. Yeah, take up the shield on the Cavalier. So we lose our sleeper, but they lose both their guys. We have a 4/3 Cavalier that flies. Urgoyf got a little bigger. That is, in fact, how state-based effects tend to work. I know they didn't block the Goyf, but still. Call back to Ristic Studies. All right, All-Star, what you got, buddy? You take 6 next turn. If you don't play a creature, I really think they have another. Oh, Prayer Binding. That's really good right now. Very nice. Very nice. So they gain 2, they go to 9. We draw a land. It's not great. Put him at 7. Gardener. Gardener first. That way, guaranteed next turn, unless they remove the Gardener. Guaranteed we have enough to play the barricade and sack something. I really don't want to lose value here. We're on the edge. We could win soon, but they have a lot more cards than us. So they could still easily turn this tide. So any little value we can eke out at this point is good. Griffin Protector, 2/3 flyer. Whenever another creature ETBs in your control, it gets +1/+1. We draw a land. We somehow draw a land. I'm banging in. Yep, they block the Goyf, so that'll just bounce off of each other. They go to 6. We have enough mana to sack something with Barricade. That might be instrumental. 5 mana. Are you just mono white this whole time? They might be able to start playing some fat stuff now. They get like the White Defiler, and then they get Citizen's Arrest. What do you target? Lurgoyf. Lurgoyf all day. It's actually tough. Like, we could... Well, we've already used our Terra Sunder, haven't we? Yeah, no. We haven't used our Terra Sunder. We haven't used our Broken Wings. They're going to arrest that? Well, in that case, yeah. Really interesting they want you. Well, that'll make our Goyf bigger. And we'll draw a card. Make our Goyf bigger than their Protector. That matters. I'm going to kill our Barricade. Seeing how good it is? A good card, man. It's drawing us 2 cards tonight. That's enough, you know? Opponent does have a trick at 2 mana here, though, it appears. Nothing on the board that would do that. Oh, they destroy Evil the Goyf. Nice, okay. Card we draw is a Broken Wings. That's cool. And they swing 2. Wow, okay. We go to 15. We draw a land. Come on, man. Come on, dog. Why are we drawing lands so much? Cut that out. While my opponent is tapped out, I think I'm going to Broken Wings this guy. Although I could Broken Wings the Prayer. Would actually kind of be a hot play. But then we still have to deal with the Protector. Yeah, let's just Broken Wings this. Do it in main phase in case they have the 2 mana thing that gives the creature indestructible. And a counter. That would be really bad. Banalish Faithbonder Vigilance. Enlist. Got another guy? If they can double spell this turn, that would actually be really hot. But they can't. Okay. Floriferous Vine Wall. Not a great magic card. Here's where we're going to start drawing all our garbage. But at least we can sacrifice Vine Wall to Barricade. Maybe draw something. Got 2 black already? Yeah, we do. Got enough white, though. Might as well take the 3rd black source. I'm about to use it. I go ahead and draw this card. I still have 3 mana left, right? It's using on blocks. If we have to. Oh, what you gonna do? You're gonna stall for time. Alright. Sure. Really good, though. That's not bad at all. Stall for time's fine. It's just they're not gonna... It doesn't seem like they're gonna be doing a lot of damage in the next couple of turns. Come with Faith Bonder. They still have 2 cards in their hand. And this deck does appear to be mono-white. That's really just nuts. Alright, so let's sacrifice is fine. Well, I think we can do that. It's fine. Gain a life, so we basically... Nothing happened that turn. We just got to draw a card. There's a bite down. Nice. Not quite good enough, but nice. A land. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Well, almost 50% land, drawing lands rate. Not quite. Opponent has drawn lands at roughly 1/3 rate, which is correct, because that's the rate at which they exist in your deck. So that makes sense. Let's end the turn. Yeah, I'd love a Codex. A Codex would be really, really nice right now. I'd feel bailed out if we got a Codex. Because I don't just yet. I mean, 6 life is a lot of life. Can be. My turn. Let's draw a good card. It's a land. Why is it a land? I am so close. I am so close to sacking Barricade to itself. I'm really close, guys. Really, really am. Opponent's drawing a pocket of lands now, though, it would appear. No combat. Say go. Let's go. It's a creature. Thinking about putting the counter on the Barricade. I'm totally dead serious, too. But we should put it on the Root Weaver. So we can attack. We're trying to finish this game. No removal spell yet. That doesn't mean that there won't be one. Save everything for now. Sure. See if they try to cast a removal spell, and then we'll cast Bite Down. And kind of just go back to neutral, but 17 cards left in the deck, and one of them is a Jodas Codex. A 1 in 17 chance of drawing that sucker. Banalish Sleeper, eh? Okay, well. They're not going to kick it. That's what I find interesting, is that they can't kick it. Alright, let's just bite it down. Bite down that Sleeper. Is the last card in your hand that thing? Oh, okay, it's Prayer of Binding. Okay. Thank you. For a second I thought it wasn't going to let me do it. Sucks we have to do this. Sucks. But we draw a Vine Wall, and then we draw a land. Dude, come on. Come on, man. Deck. There's only like 17 cards in the deck, and really there's a bunch of big creatures left in there. I know there are. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Really, I was thinking to myself, well, no matter what we draw, we can play it, but it's another land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 lands that we've drawn so far. That's nuts, dude. So many. So many. As this creature attacks, you may tap a non-attack. Okay, cool. All right, we got to draw real cards, guys. I mean, we're back in this situation. It's a freaking land. We're back in this situation where we have to draw real cards and we can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of our 17 lands, and there's 11 cards left in the deck. Just absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Okay, let's cast this card correctly this time. Lurgoy, if you're an 8-9, sure. And Sleeper or Beast Caller. Sleeper or Beast Caller. Sleeper or Beast Caller. Well, Deathbloom Gardener actually is. Yeah, I like that. I actually really like that. So let's Goyf and not kick it. And then Gardener. Land for turn, say go. Alright, guys. Alright, boys. Somebody in chat said Beast Collar. I'm not too sure. I think Beast Collar is really good right here. But I'm willing to give up creature on attacks when they attack. I'm willing to do that. And I think just having Lurgoyf is probably good enough. We haven't drawn the 5-4 Vigilance Trample, and we haven't drawn either one of the 4-4 Reaches. So, like, of these 11 cards, 3 of them are fat boys. There's one of them. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and play it. Let's try to scare our opponent. What's that last card? Could it just be a land? Is that possible? I also do wonder if it's the 2-mana protect a creature. God, thank you. Oh my god, the games tonight. Jeezy, crazy. Tuna on rye. What is going on? Alright, so we're winning though. We are winning. Yeah. Opponent goes. Hand's fine. White cards, no white. We don't actually have a play until turn 5. Rethinking that stance. There's 2 removal spells in this hand. Turn 3 flyer. I'm going to ship this hand. Third loss on the line. Yeah, I'll ship it. Much better hand. Much better hand. What do we get out of? Czar. Czar's really good, though, if we can get to him. Czar's so good. Yeah, I think this is right, though. See if we can just do some early game stuff. Maybe make him sack a guy, kill a dude. Well, you know, figure it out. I haven't loved Tail Swipe with all these low toughness dudes. Vine Wall. Okay. Oh, we get to do it, guys! We get to do it. We get to do the Vine Wall Banalish Sleeper thing. Cold Conscript's a good 1-drop. Put our life total low quickly. Also, you know, it's pretty good tech against our Banalish Sleeper Floriferous Vine Wall play. There's that. Good old play and counter play, baby. Hey, Nazzle. Knight of Dust Shadow, that's a good magic card, too. We're going to go to a relatively low life total here, aren't we? Ooh, that changes everything. Akirion Beast Collar? I guess it does. Vinewell. I'm going to go ahead and take the value here and assume that they very likely have removal. Let's take a Plains in case we get a temporary lockdown. It's really, really good right now. Opponent goes Plains into Mesa Cavalier. Everyone, man, every deck has that card in it. It's good. Good-ass card. Everyone's like, oh, you know, Angelic Overseer. It's amazing. Let's go to 14, man. I hate doing it. There's a Bite Down. Doesn't do much on this board. I need the black mana this turn. Man. Sleeper. Black-white aggro deck is kind of doing it to us. Yep, sack conscripts. That's what you're supposed to do. We actually can't block. We take another 4 this turn and go to 10. Charismatic Vanguard. Every deck plays that card, too. I feel like every deck just plays white. Is that what's actually happening? Beast Collar. Land. Do need to gain life. I will need to do that. Vanguard isn't super important to bite down right now. It probably is, though. Oh, Cavalier's really good. All their cards are good. Menace. I can just block you down with this guy, so I'm not that worried about it right now. I will be worried about it at some point, though. Yeah, God, that looks weird. Tough choice. Tough choice. Let's see what Bob Patino's got for us this game. We're still in bronze in limited, and there we have played against a gold person. That's neat. They put us at 8 with the Cavalier. Low life total. Playing Aaron. That's pretty good. They don't have lands, though. It's Cavalier. And then Tail Swipe. And we can kill the Aaron with the Beast Collar. We're starting to stabilize. We draw a land next turn, we can barricade and sack something to it. Well, it has to be a swamp. It has to be a basic swamp, and there's only 2 of those in these 28 cards, so it's actually really not likely. Our Gideon Cavalier, pretty good card. Pretty good. See if they go to trade Cavs here. They don't. No, they don't. We draw land. Not the right one either, but at least we're growing our Beast Collar. I'll hold this land for a turn. They have to take a double block. They have to kill their Cavalier and probably, well, both. They probably just block with both their Cavaliers if we attack with Beast Collar, but they probably just don't block at all. That's the real play here, is to not block at all. Well, we're going to stare at each other for a while. The problem is they have 4 cards in their hand to our 1, and they also have Occult Conscripts. So, if we just draw dead, we're in a lot of trouble. Altogether, though, good games so far. Good games tonight, even with the flood that we've been experiencing, and I really hope we don't begin to experience this game. Even with the flood, it's been some good games tonight. Writhing Necromass, hell of a card, too. That's really good. So good. We draw land. Oh my god. Why did we draw land? We have got to kill that Necromass. We can't let it be on the table. Hmm. Seven out of 14 lands. We always draw lands at a 50% rate. I should just always play like 13 lands. In standard. Yep, here comes the Necromass. They can pump this guy. So we can't just deal 5 to him, we have to deal 6. Alright, pass it in. Yeah, let's block up with Beast Collar and Sleeper. 7 damage they have to do something about. If they have removal spell, they blow us out. But they don't. So good. Alright, you have 2 counters. If I'm not mistaken. We put those on the Cavalier. So now we have a 4/3 flyer. But we're really not in a position to start swinging. Captain's Call is really good. It's really good. We draw land! 3 turns in a row, guys. 3 turns in a row. 8 out of 15. We're now drawing lands at a greater than 50% rate. It's not good. So there you go. Well, now they have Charismatic Vanguard and all these tokens, so we basically lose. Yep, they know it. Okay. Just making, I was checking to make sure they knew. No! Oh my god! Pass into combat. Jeez, dude. And this is how we can do it this turn, right? We go here, and we go there. And then we sacrifice the Mesa Cavalier to gain a life, and we stay at 1, something like that. Yeah. So we can't possibly win. It's impossible to win now. We don't have a sweeper in our deck. Hey, it's a card. It's a magic card. It's an actual honest... We're supposed to go to 1, right? Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. Apparently, my math is wrong. The game doesn't cheat. View battlefield. Thank you. 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. Yeah. I guess I just didn't account for this guy going to 3-3 from 2-2. I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. Either way, yeah, you know. That's all the games we have. I want to say scrubbed out. We went 5-3 there, and pretty much. And I don't want to sound like this guy, but pretty much every single one of those losses was flood. Every game that we drew, you know, greater than 50% land distribution. One game we drew every single land in the entire deck. So, you know. I guess my suggestion is to play 16 lands in your draft decks, because, geez Louise, dude.